Look, just before we go, the Australia we once knew and loved is being hijacked daily, isn't it? School children brainwashed, climate change alarmism, now coronavirus, basic freedoms gone, cancel culture, and the cost of living going through the roof thanks to a political class who forget that the voter is their master. Not to mention police encouraging Australians to call Crime Stoppers to snitch on one another. It's not Stalin's Russia, is it? Or is it? I wonder when we'll stand up to all of this. The latest hit to the Australian armour is that we may lose the rights to UGG boots. Now, we all own a pair. They're quintessentially Australian. We now learn that unless the government appeals directly to American authorities and provides $500,000 in legal funding, the sheepskin boots known as UGG could land in American hands. This comes after a 5-year legal battle between the Sydney shoemaker Eddie Oyger and the US outdoor clothing retailer Deckers. Agents acting for Deckers bought the trademark UGG boots from the Lidcombe Shoemakers website in 2016 and then cried foul when the shoes arrived in America and Deckers claimed their US trademark had been infringed. Eddie Oyger's legal argument is that UGG is an Australian term for sheepskin boots lined with fleece and have been made here since the 1960s. Hence, they should be protected against trademark. Deckers, a corporate giant, manufactures its UGG boots in China and Vietnam. This is David and Goliath stuff. The UK have a culture secretary, basically a minister for culture to protect British culture. Where's ours? Who prevents this stuff from happening? Of the legal challenge, Mr Oyger says, quote, "At first I had to defend myself and my business, but then I realised I was fighting for Australia. I believe UGG boots belong to all Australians, but if I go down, we lose UGGs from Australia for good." He said, "I really thought the Australian government would step in and say, this is not right, but they've ignored our fight." The Attorney General Michaelia Cash's office said the call for help was, quote, "under consideration." Come on, Michaelia, you're better than that. It is valid to ask again, where is Scott Morrison in all this? Isn't he supposed to be this patriotic, football-loving Prime Minister who's passionate about all things Australian? Or does that apply only when it's convenient? Which brings me to the thought for the night. Change is brought about when ordinary people do extraordinary things. Well, Ash Barty on the one hand, why not UGG boots on the other?